you hung with Dave Grohl.
Yeah, man. And look, like, I know it's like a super name droppy story, but it's like I'm a big fan of that. Like, there's extra layers of being tied to like Nirvana and growing up in Seattle, like during that time, so we were out there when I was doing shows with Adam Devine, and we had a couple days off in Melbourne, and we saw that they were going to be there with Weezer, so we're like, oh, let's go to the show. And Adam knew the stage manager or the tour manager, because he also was tour manager for Blink-182, and Adam did the music video for them. And so he got us backstage, and we're watching the show from side stage, and then we go back after, and we're hanging out, and then we're like, yo, we have a show in Melbourne tomorrow if you guys have a day off. And they did before they went to New Zealand, so they were like, we'll come, and we didn't think they would, and they did, and we hung out before the show and then after, and just talked like comedy, music, and he was telling these Nirvana stories. And one in particular that I try to rehash is like he said Kurt Cobain were in one show, maybe like a year into them being together, and just a crowded little venue in downtown Seattle, and somebody throws like a tiny shoe up at Kurt Cobain at one point during the show, and he stops mid-song and takes the shoe and whoops his thing out and just starts peeing in the shoe. And then and everyone kind of goes nuts, and then he says some other choice words and whatever, and goes back into the song, and then at the end of the show like kind of people kind of start clearing out, and this tiny little girl walked up to the stage and was like, "Did you guys see where my shoe was? It fell off during a mosh pit, and somebody threw it on the stage."
Oh no!
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm so sorry." That's not a good Kurt Cobain,
No,
but he
probably pretty accurate.